Game shows, reality TV, all things that we've probably at least seen one episode of in our lifetime. And odds are the episodes you've seen have been quite normal. You just kind of watch it and you're like, yeah, right, that was cool. They won some money. I could have done that. I could have answered those questions. I could have done that challenge. I could go on this show and find true love. These are all things that go through your head when you're watching one of these shows. However, things don't always go to plan on these shows, especially when you get the public involved. The public are unpredictable. You might get the fella who's dead sound, who's very nice, and he brings a cupcake in for the whole crew. Or you might get a Karen who purposely places bricks in her handbag for your head. So what happens in these episodes where things don't always go to plan? I'm here to tell you, I am gassed for this one. A couple of these are very, very common, but a lot of these are not so common. Not just Japan, not just the UK, not just the US. I've looked all around the gaff, all around the globe, or if you're a flat earther, all across the pancake. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time because this intro's gone on for far too long. We'll start off with a bit of a common one. The Who Wants to Be a Millionaire coughing scandal. The coughing scandal refers to a major controversy surrounding the British version of the game show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. In 2001, involving a contestant named Charles Ingram and his alleged use of a cheating scheme to win the top prize of $1 million. The case became notorious because of the coughing signals that were used to assist Ingram in answering the questions. During his time on the show, it became apparent that Ingram was taking an unusually long time to answer some of the questions, even though he appeared confident. As the questions were asked, a strange pattern emerged. Every time Ingram seemed unsure of an answer, someone in the audience would cough at a specific moment. The coughing sounds seemed to correlate with correct answers, leading the producers to suspect that these coughs were intentional signals or clues provided by accomplices.
I'm sure it's Google.
In 2003, Ingram was found guilty of deception and was sentenced to 18 months in prison, though his sentence was later suspended. The Ingrams also faced significant public backlash for their actions, and the case became one of the most famous instances of cheating in game show history. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Clearly this guy, very much, to the point of cheating on national TV. Like, if you're gonna cough every time he says the correct answer, you may as well change it up. Don't just cough. I don't know, Chris, it could be a parrot? What the fuck was that? It must have been hella desperate, like genuinely hella desperate. I get it, I want to win £1 million too. Yeah, but most people in the UK know about this. If you're a younger fella or lady fella, you may not. It depends what you're into. And just like all good millionaires, he ended up in prison at some point. Good on you, mate. There have been instances of some more wholesome interactions that are still pretty funny, such as one contestant was asked, name a kind of bear, and they answered,
Papa bear. A papa bear. Only a papa bear.
Too cold, like Mama Bear's porridge. So unfortunately, Goldilocks didn't win any money that night and proceeded to sleep on the lumpy bed. And on Takeshi's Castle, this fella thought he'd celebrate with a backflip before doing the course.
Oh, very good.
What a wally.
Which could have gone a lot worse, but luckily he managed to save himself. Good man. Just like this guy, who was actually jumping on a pogo stick, attempted a backflip and bang, broke his nose on live TV. What a guy. Like, props to him for getting straight back up in that moment. He said his nose was broken, so that must have been hella painful. But he was like, yo, I'm on TV. I gotta get back up. Blood starts gushing. Yay. So if you guys have ever seen The Gong Show, there was an episode where a fella came onto the stage with a chicken. And what did he do with the chicken? But then he put it back. It was a bit easier for him to do it. Hang on. And everything was fine. The chicken was alive and everything. But it was very controversial. Apparently it disturbed many viewers. So, in the 70s, on a show that I will not name, because I don't even have the official name, it's like code named because it was banned and cancelled or whatever, there was a contestant who performed a disturbing act where he... a live chicken on stage. Like this fella on The Gong Show, but it was a lot more brutal than that. The grotesque and shocking performance left viewers appalled, leading to significant backlash and causing the show's cancellation in 1978. I'm not sure if they aired it or if it just stopped completely and then it made the headlines or something. I don't know. I assume you wouldn't air something like that because that's a bit mad. If you grew up in the UK, you probably know what Gladiators is. It's a show where contestants fight like gladiators or race gladiators, things like that, with like foam batons and things like that. Not like swords and shit, because that's... bro, chill. And one of the gladiators, Comet, suffered a severe injury, breaking her right ankle and foot in multiple places, dislocating a bone and rupturing 3 ligaments, forcing her to withdraw from the show, all whilst climbing a 30-foot high wall. The wall didn't, like, break her foot. The floor did. She's alright now, apparently. She's great. She's doing fine. But it's ironic how it's the gladiators that get injured, not the actual contestants. One game show in the 50s actually rigged a win for ratings. In the 1950s, in the 1950s, the game show 21 became infamous for rigging results, leading to a major scandal and a congressional investigation that nearly destroyed the quiz show genre, with Charles Van Doren becoming a symbol of the scandal. The show, hosted by Jack Barry, featured 2 contestants answering general knowledge questions in separate booths, with the goal of reaching 21 points. The scandal erupted when it was revealed that the show was rigged, with producers providing answers to contestants, including Charles Van Doren, to ensure they won and boosted ratings. Herb Stempel, a contestant on 21, became a whistleblower after he was coached by producer Dan Enright to lose to Van Doren, exposing the rigged nature of the show. You little bastard, you thought you could get away with it. You can't do that. Bro, it's wild. Even in the 50s, things came out. Like, you can't hide from humanity anywhere, bro. And the show was called 21. My chicken is still headless. A contestant was asked to name a 3-letter animal, to which they replied, alligator. I mean, it has at least 3 letters, right? Sure. Another contestant won a boat, but lived in the desert. Who lives in the desert, bro? Goddamn Scorpion King over here. A contestant answered a toilet for something you put in your mouth. It's a weird circle of life, innit? Person eats. Person goes to the toilet. Person eats toilet. Person then can't go to the toilet because person doesn't have toilet, but they've eaten the toilet, so they are the toilet. This next one, I'm going to try and explain it best I can, but I do need to really watch out what I say, because it could go terribly wrong. So I'm not going to read this one out loud. You read that synopsis. That's what the show's about. That's cool. Oh, Japan, you guys. As you can probably guess, no clips for this one, even if it is hidden under a blanket. I'm not having it. Have fun with that one, peeps. Anyway, on to the next one. Burning bungee jump. Jump off a ledge while on fire. This one's pretty cool. It's been done multiple times, different contexts, different places, with obviously the accurate safety regulations. Someone gets lit on fire and then they do a bungee jump. They land in the water, and when they come out, obviously they're not on fire anymore. It's sick. It's so good. I assume you have to be bald to do it. I like bungee jumping as it is. I've never done it before, but I definitely want to do it. But on fire? Yes. Do not burn my hair though. It's all I've got left. I feel like if I burn my hair off, it's not growing back. On a Fear Factor episode, contestants were tasked with eating rats that had been blended, leading to a viewer, Austin Aitken, suing NBC for $2.5 million, claiming the episode caused him to throw up, become dizzy, and suffer injuries. What injuries, bro? If you're dizzy, sit down. Don't start running around the house like a cat with zoomies. Not just that, there's also a show, which I can't find specifications for, where they were also asked to eat live rats, but someone bit into the head of the rat, resulting in extreme disgust, and everybody wasn't happy. There's also word going around that Fear Factor was banned because one episode the contestants had to drink donkey stuff. Not just that, I've also stumbled across guy bites head off live rat and sickening Facebook stunt. Everybody needs a hobby, right? But the question is, which head? The government banned a prize because it was too dangerous, and a contestant almost won a flamethrower. God damn it, we can't have any kind of fun these days, can we? He was going to use the flamethrower to take up fire bungee jumping. So what was the alternative? What did they give him? I bet they gave him a pencil or some shit. Not just any pencil, a pencil with an eraser on the other end. Wow. What a lucky man. I'd give anything for a pencil with an eraser. And you've got it. You've got that pencil. Another game show gave away a coffin as a prize. Okay, get in. And I don't know if it was just supposed to be humorous or foreshadowing. And while looking this one up, did you know that Six Flags has a 30-hour coffin challenge? You have to endure a series of challenges, including eating pork brains and cockroaches, and then spend 30 hours in a coffin. That's light work. I'll eat a cockroach. Smother that shit in peanut butter and I'll eat anything. Wait, there was also a show that never made it to TV, and it was heavily banned because it was a reality game show where people were given an ultimatum. They either won or they'd lose everything. So their house, their car, their job, everything. Which made it very psychologically intense. I'm hoping this was just a random hilarious pitch that someone threw out. They should just do it with homeless people altogether. Just be like, if you win, you get everything. That is genuinely terrible, goddamn. There's a forbidden game show in which contestants are asked to identify objects through scent alone. One object was a real corpse's hand. As that happens, why is that in the studio? Shouldn't that be in forensic? Shouldn't that be in a morgue somewhere? Imagine you get there in the morning and the director's like,
we got the hand, the decaying one. Yeah, cool. We'll wait till last for that one because I want the stench to really, cool.
A family won a trip to an active war zone. How does that accidentally happen? Surely you'd know. Another contestant answered cat food when asked what you'd feed your baby. Please don't do that. They'll do it themselves at a later age for a TikTok challenge or something. Just let them be. On one particular game show, some tend to think it's The Price is Right. I can't seem to find any proof there is that one in particular. A contestant won an incredible amount of money and prizes, but the network deemed the prizes too high for their standards, and therefore it was retracted. The episode was pulled from airing and replaced with another. The network claimed the winnings violated internal caps on prize amounts, which is bullcrap. If you're going to give them the chance to win that much money, you pay them that much money. I don't care if it goes past your cap. Figure it out. Stupid. Imagine going on a show and they're like, congratulations, you just won 10K. The network pulls up and they're like, actually, that's a bit much. And instead of giving you a lower amount, they're just like, no, we've just retracted it. No money for you, bitch. Okay, final one. There was a show that never made it. It was banned. It was canned, tossed under the rug. I don't know what happened to it. It's just gone. Doesn't exist. Contestants were placed in a situation where they had to endure dangerous challenges. And one challenge actually involved contestants being at while they tried to dodge them. The idea was to push contestants to their absolute limits. What? You have got to be clinically insane to conquer up something like that and think this would be a lot of fun. It's bizarre, it's insane, it's crazy. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Luckily, it never saw the light of day, okay? Hopefully, they didn't record any episodes. But anyway, that's me. I am finished. That is my list for today. I am completely done. If you guys know any others or you have any others, feel free to throw them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I may have missed a few. There's some that I didn't add because they were very similar to others, so I left them. But yes, if there's anything you guys want to see me do in a future video, let me know in the comments. Absolutely. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to hit 6K and then 7K. And if you want, at the moment, I'm also doing TikTok lives. But I love you all and look after yourselves. Take care. Guys, if we hit 7,000 subscribers, how can I put this?